Thank you for sticking around. And just before we came back, we lost one of us. A guy named Buddy left. He's got a kidney stone. I told him, I'm going to tell you all because maybe it's not common knowledge and you should all know this. I said, well, lay off the blueberries. And he said, what are you talking about? I just ate a whole bunch of blueberries. But apparently it's the worst thing in the world for a kidney stone, so if you ever get one, don't eat the blueberries. It's a public service announcement.
And also, he was over there.
Apparently they've got a lot of whatever the acid is that helps can form them for people that are, what's it called? Oxalate that forms kidney stones with people that are susceptible. You know, no blueberries, right?
If you drink rose hips tea.
No, you need to tell Buddy. Rose hips tea dissolves kidney stones. You didn't know you were going to learn something up here tonight. What's the matter, Will? You got a crackle? Anyway, he said that he had hoped he got to hear this song tonight before he left, and he didn't, sadly, but we're going to play it now so that in his honor. This is for Buddy, wherever you may be, Buddy.
We'll send him a link.
Send him a link. And this song is, well, this is the stupidest sentence you've ever heard in your life. Ready? I was having a margarita in Austin, Texas, at an Applebee's. But before I went inside to have this margarita, and there's a story as to why we ended up there, but we were waiting on Will's friend to meet us, and I spotted this little cricket dragging a leg across the parking lot, sea of black concrete, and I was concerned why he was there and why in the world he had dragged this leg this far into this ocean of blacktop. But he was going to a dance at the street lamp. And I was inspired by him. And this wasn't just a parking lot for an Applebee's. This was a Target, TJ Maxx, Starbucks, you know. It was huge. So this song is for Buddy and said cricket. sorry for me this evening. No, sincerely. My grandfather passed away yesterday. No, don't. It's okay, because he was 98 years old. He lived a fantastic life, and he had all of his faculties and his wits only until just about a couple weeks ago. But he suffered a little bit there, and I'm grateful that he's resting peacefully. And but those of you that know me and appreciated all my sense of humor, I want you to know I definitely got it from him. And I wanted to real quickly tell you a couple stories about my grandfather, because I think you might appreciate it. My grandmother passed away 10 years prior, and he wanted to get a dog because he was lonely. And he wanted a Weimaraner because he'd had Weimaraners back in the day. And so he gets this Weimaraner. She was about a year old, named Lucy, and he had her for only a few weeks, but she was too much dog for him. He was a little bit feeble on his legs, and she was just too rambunctious for him. So sadly he had to return Lucy, and he got Jack Russell Terrier, a middle-aged Jack Russell Terrier. And I heard about it, and I called him and I said, "Paul, I heard you got a new dog." And I said, "Well, what did you name him?" And he said, "Well, I named him Bill Clinton." And I said, "Why did you name this dog Bill Clinton?" And he said, "Well, because he's real smart, but he's a dog." So flash forward a few years, and I'm on tour, and I had a full band, a whole band full of boys with me on the road, and we were passing nearby, and they allowed me to go the hour out of the way to go visit my grandfather and have coffee that afternoon with him. And I was telling them that story, we're talking about that story, and one of my guitar players said, "Well, Mr. Charlie, was there any reason you had wanted to get a Weimaraner?" And he said, "Well, yeah, because they're slick like a mole." Which, you know, baffled these guys, but it's just a sense of humor. And my grandfather was complimenting this cowboy hat that I was wearing, and he said, "I got a hat you need to see." He says, "Go to that back bedroom and I want you to pull out the white cowboy hat." So I go to the back bedroom and I find the white cowboy hat from the closet, and I come back and I'm just like, it's an amazing Stetson, this gorgeous hat. And I bring it out, and he's telling me about where he got the hat and everything, and you know how long he had it and everything. And he said, "Naomi, are you going to remember where you got that hat?" And I said, "From you?" And he said, "No, from the closet. Go." Very much. But he spent the last year, he was in an assisted living facility, and my grandfather was always extremely pious and very, there was nothing saucy about my grandfather at all whatsoever. He didn't ever, there was no innuendo in this man that I had ever seen in my life until I saw him charm the women at this nursing home. He had so many women just, am I wrong? I mean, there were women just coming and going the whole time we were visiting, like, "How you doing, Charlie K? How you doing? Oh, we love Charlie K." And this on and on. Anyway,
90 women, 90-year-old women catfighting.
They were catfighting, it's true. They were all fussing over him. But anyway, may he rest in peace. And, I'll miss him dearly, but he lived a good one. He was the world's most interesting man to me, that's for sure.
It's so hard to make love pay when you're all losing him. And I feel that way again. Somehow, though I know I'll never be the same. Won't you ever change your ways? It's so hard to make love pay when you're all losing him. And I feel that way again.
Lastly, one last thing about my grandfather, and I do say that I got my sense of humor, my brand of sense of humor from him, but I do believe that my sister's son Darren also got this sense of humor from him, and I'm going to tell you this funny story about Darren. Maybe was about 5 or 6 years old, maybe. My grandfather had a little bit of a prominent mole, clear, not a clear, but a flesh-colored mole on his forehead. And he was telling Darren this story. He's like, I was in the war, and this bullet, it came right through here, and it lodged right there, because he was asking what it was. And he's like, you want to touch it? And Darren's like, ugh. He touches it, he says, Pa, it feels like a booger. So exciting news. Exciting news is not only do I have a new record coming out this summer, but also Will Sexton is making his first solo record in a decade. It's actually been recorded there's a label that some of you may be familiar with called Fat Possum Records. They're kind of big time. Well, they have a somewhat big time subsidiary label called Big Legal Mess, which I think is the most fabulous name for a record label I've ever heard. Big Legal Mess. And Will made a record just a month ago with the band The Iguanas from New Orleans as his backup band, and they are badass. Will you play us one of your new songs from that record? Will Sexton.
would. Would he really, 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 really own that? Should he really, 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 really own that? Pretty lady in a short dress, smiling at people as they pass. Should you really, 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 really act like that? There's some special in the way that she acts. You better know the whole story. You better cause world of worry. Things you know nothing about. You better know the whole story. Don't be a judge or a jury. Things that should have never left your mouth. You better know. There's a wild man in a red suit. Is he a bum? Is he Howard Hughes? You can never, 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 never know that. You can never, 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 never know that. With crazy hair and face tattoos, could be a mentor for troubled youth. But he never, 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 never know. It's how the world goes. You better know the whole story before you cause a world of worry. Things you know nothing about.
The arbitrary, very awkward, bizarre, still practice of the encore. Because it's really strange and people give them all the time now and it feels real weird, like you walk over there and you're like, okay, they'll go back out. So I know you were going to give us one. But they're super weird and awkward to me, so we're just going to pretend like you did that already, and we're going to play 3 more songs, like an extended encore. But everybody likes to know when the show is over, I think, because it gets long. So there's 3 more songs in the show for you. 3 more songs. And then we're all going to carry on with our evening and enjoy each other for a little while. Right? Just a little while. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Is there anything I'm forgetting? No.
About telling everybody?
Yeah, I need to tell anybody anything?
Do not swim in the creek.
It's a little scary down there. Never cook bacon naked. I don't know. They said don't swear. They're continuing on with their PSA for the show. That's fun to remember.
Deborah, you got any suggestions over there?
Carry on.
Just everybody have fun.
Yeah, everybody have fun. Don't forget.
Be safe.
Appreciate each other. Kind with each other. Don't put up with no shit, though. My grandfather always said, talking about driving, he said, don't let them bluff you. Don't let it, if they don't have their blinker on, that doesn't mean they're not going left. Don't let them bluff you out there. I've got no sacred holy cow, no pretty ruby mouth to smile and charm me through. I've got no clever deserved when no blue I say. But if you break it down to loving, it's much more than just a promise. I ain't no gift to boys, but I got the one I wanted. And through any storm that blows, he still loves me and he knows I'm a dreamer. Oh, hallelujah, I'm a dreamer. So when there's pavement all around, oh, green meadows and forests when every cotton field is gone, I hope your children will have grown up to be dreamers, with no boss to pay no mind, no turning wheels to grind, no blade of grass to skirt, not a sleeping baby stir. There'll be no noise at all, just the silent voice that calls to all the dreamers. Oh, hallelujah, I'm a dreamer. And my heart keeps me amused. Thank God my heart keeps me amused. Hallelujah, I'm a dreamer. Old man, I hear they call you Rabbit, just hopping down to town and jumping on the train. Well, hey Rabbit, can that train take me home too? 'Cause I know I need to, and I can't see how. I got so lost, looking in that river full of rain. I watched its shadow box its bed, and I missed my boat. Hey rabbit, can you read the stars? Oh, I get distracted. I'm sleeping in my coat again, and I'm too thin, and I'm too far, and I don't know where I've been, and I'm just a mess. Hey rabbit, do you have a place to go home to? to look a fool. Old man, you make me feel so young in the way I'm not proud of. I've known shame enough. Hey rabbit, can you read the stars? Oh, I get distracted, sleeping in my coat again, and I'm too lost, and I see ghosts. I don't know where I've been, and I'm just a mess. You know, rabbit, I can't remember why I ran, or how I got so lost, or how to get back home now. Can you read the stars? Is it worth it? A new winter coat and shoes for the wife, and a bicycle on the boy's birthday. It's just a rumor that was spread around town by the women and children. Soon we'll be shipbuilding. Well, I ask you, the boy said, Dad, they're going to take me to task, but I'll be home by Christmas. It's just a rumor that was spread around town. Somebody said that someone got filled in for saying that people get killed in the result of the shipbuilding. With all the will in the world, we're diving for dear life when we could be diving for pearls. It's just a rumor that was spread around town, a telegram or a picture postcard. Within weeks we'll be reopening the shipyard and notifying the next of kin one time. It's all we're skilled in. We will be shipbuilding. With all the will in the world, we're diving for dear life when we could be diving for pearls. We're crazy, it seems. Oh, we're so misunderstood. We're crazy to please. We treat each other like we're fools. Is it any good? Yeah, right now. I'll do it right now. Yeah, here's your damn love song. And don't say it all. Oh, please. You never got down on your knees. You never said it to me. I just wanted to believe. We're crazy, it seems. Yeah, we're so misunderstood. We're crazy to please. We treat each other like we're fools. Is it any good? Oh, this love song that you wanted so bad. Well, here it is. Play it if you feel sad. This love song, you can turn it on. You can turn it out. You can turn it real loud when I'm gone. Yeah, right now. I'll do it right now. Yeah, here's your damn love song. And don't it say it all. We're crazy, it seems. Oh, we're so misunderstood. We're crazy to please. We treat each other like we're fools. Is it any good? Huh. Is it worth it? A new winter coat and shoes for the wife, and a bicycle on the boy's birthday. It's just a rumor that was spread around town by the women and children. Soon we'll be shipbuilding. Well, I ask you. The boy said, Dad, they're going to take me to task, but I'll be home by Christmas. It's just a rumor that was spread around town. Somebody said that someone got filled in for saying that people get killed in the result of the shipbuilding. With all the will in the world, we're diving for dear life when we could be diving for pearls. shipyard and notifying the next of kin. Once again, it's all we're skilled in. We will be shipbuilding with all the will in the world. We're diving for dear life when we could be diving for pearl. If you don't hear a train, you're not in Memphis. If you don't hear a plane, you're not in Memphis. If I can't hear you call my name, you're not in Memphis. It doesn't feel like home when you're not here. If you go away, it doesn't feel the same. Call my name, you're not in Memphis. And they get all dressed up and go out on the town. I wear that dress you like and let my hair down. If I mess up and end up fooling around, you're not in Memphis. What do you expect a fool like me to do? Sit at home and cry for a fool like you? Just watching the clock tick away the hours. Feel the old train rattle by. Sit alone and listen to low-flying planes. Oh, I'd go insane if I can't hear you call my name. Yeah, days drag on so long when you're not here. If I go mad, I'm sure you are to blame. You know it makes me crazy when you leave. Please come home before I lose my way. Just watching the clock tick away the hours. Feel the old train rattle by. Sit alone and listen to low-flying planes. Oh, I'd go insane just watching the clock tick away the hours. Feel the old train rattle by. Sit alone and listen to low-flying planes. Oh, I'd go insane if I can't hear you call my name. As she walks through the park in the dark, her best friend was her own heartbeat. With every little step she'd take, she'd get one step closer to leaving. Sitting in her kitchen at night, she listened to her washing machine, just wishing that she could leave. There were so many loads to clean. She could hear it in her head sometimes, like the chains she'd been saving in a jar. The chains on the front porch swing, but creaking like steps in the dark. Yeah, one day soon, this is all gonna end. Yeah, one day soon, oh, maybe it'll all begin. She'd hear it from him all the time. He was the best she'd ever seen. Yeah, he'd be stomping up and down the hall, but she could still hear her washing machine. But she could hear it in her head sometimes, like the chains she'd been saving in a jar. The chains on the front porch swing, just creaking like steps in the dark. Yeah, one day soon, this is all gonna end. Yeah, one day soon, oh, maybe it'll all begin. She'd ever seen. Oh, he was stomping up and down the hall. She could still hear her washing machine, but she could hear it